Chapter 1. Warning Lights. Sandi's journal entry. I went to a bridal shower for my best friend's daughter today. It was a beautiful party, which is why I felt like I didn't belong there. I felt like Bozo the Clown showing up at the wrong address, the odd one out. I knew it, and everyone else there did as well. I think. I cried all the way home. Why couldn't I enjoy the party like everyone else? Why can't I be like everyone else? Pretty, girly, comfortable in her own skin. Do they look at me and see what I see? If so, why was I invited? If not, why do I feel this way? I couldn't bring myself to tell anyone how I felt, but I did make a joke about it to my family and coworkers. I felt like Bozo the Clown at the wedding shower, I said, laughing heartily. They chuckled and said, "That's not true," but I know it is. For as long as I can remember, that's how long I have felt this way. It's like my mind and heart are out of sync. What if the constant "I don't like me" message could go away, or at least simmer instead of boil? What if the future could be less confusing? What if my emotions could get untangled and I could enjoy being me? What if I could actually discover me in this process? I know intellectually and spiritually who I am, but what if my emotions were in sync with who that is? What if I could find peace and rest for my soul? I thought I was the only one who wrestled with this nagging, loud self-doubt, the only one with non-stop negative thoughts swirling in my head, convincing me that I'm not good enough. I don't like my red hair. I don't like my freckles, my big feet, or my big laugh. I feel inadequate and inferior as a woman, wife, mother, and friend. I don't like anything about me. It doesn't matter that I've married the love of my life, raised 3 amazing kids, and found the unconditional love of God. I still feel like a failure. I don't know where the thoughts came from. Even worse, I don't know how to make them leave. I just knew it was an exhausting way to live. On one hand, I could see the truth. I had a family who loved each other and loved me, a job I loved going to every day. I was the founder and leader of 2 successful radio stations, a respected influencer in the Christian music radio industry. I recognized all of those as blessings and accomplishments in my life. In every measurable way, my life was everything I ever wanted or prayed for. But I also heard the internal voices that told me I was unliked, unloved, and unwanted by everyone. My mind knew it wasn't true, but my heart believed it was. It was a constant tug-of-war, and the loudest voice always won. That was the tension, that despite the good around me, and no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't make myself happy. Peace and contentment always seemed out of reach. The disconnect was obvious, even to me. A constant undercurrent of negative thoughts and emotions flowed through my mind, mostly directed at myself. The undercurrent impacted every area of my life. I was very uncomfortable with my appearance. I didn't like being in photos or videos or receiving any kind of accolade. Since I thought so little of myself, I believed everyone else did as well. When a coworker, friend, or acquaintance said something kind or recognized an accomplishment, it didn't stick. I heard them, but I also heard the loud, negative, stickier voices inside. I don't know why I trusted them more, but I did. Professionally, I chose a career that didn't require me to be seen. As a radio broadcaster, I could connect with people over the air, but still be unseen and untouchable. It felt safe. One of my college journalism professors encouraged that decision. During my freshman year, she pulled me aside and said, "How many chubby, red-headed, freckle-faced women do you see on TV? You won't be the first. You should go into radio. Then you won't be judged for what you look like." That was sticky. I don't know if the self-directed negativity stemmed from comments from others or from somewhere deep inside of me. Either way, it was very real, a chaotic blend of emotions and conflicting notes. They seemed to be getting louder and louder, but since I hadn't heard anyone else talk about their internal orchestra, I concluded I was the only one carrying this deafening and daunting burden. The internal orchestra was loud, but not out loud. I hadn't shared the struggle with anyone. In fact, I worked really hard at not letting anyone else in. The belief was that as long as my life was working on the outside, all was good. But I knew it wasn't. And the secrecy added to the self-blame. It made me feel like a fake, like I was hiding something. I tried giving myself pep talks, memorizing scripture, and repenting of the negative feelings.